It's been a day. I might have forgotten everyone's voices. Was I investigating? Because he wanted to go to the bathroom. Well, look who it is. The lady that's putting the heel into Gumshoe. I hope it was the British one. That one needs a bit of work, but you get the idea. I should introduce Scout. I should probably introduce you to Scout. A new sidekick. Who are you trying to make me jealous? I am Scout. He's some kind of investigation robot, we think. Sounds complicated. Yeah, it's probably easier if we don't try and explain it. Well, and your friend of honors is a friend of mine. Nice to meet you, Scout. Is that really the only English accent I can do? I think so. We're still not any closer to working out who killed Blake. Any ideas? Obviously, we can discount ourselves. That only leaves Becky, Tully, and John. Don't forget Bill. There's no way Bill is involved. He wouldn't hurt a fly. Right. I don't think he could plan a murder even if he wanted to. Last week I saw him get startled by his own reflection. Don't be mean. He's got a good heart. Did I say he didn't? You can have a good heart and no brain. He's living proof. And you're proof that someone can have neither. Ho 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 ho. Alright. What do you think about Becky? Could she have killed Blake? That girl can hold a grudge better than Joan and Betty put together. But she wasn't exactly on good terms with Blake. Right, something about a contract disagreement. Don't suppose you've heard any details through the gossip grapevine? As usual, she thinks she's not getting enough recognition. I heard she was demanding $100,000 for marketing. That's not so bad. She could always use more marketing. Not for the show, for herself. You know, feature articles, billboards, cover of Celeb Life magazine. Starshine Awards are coming up and she's determined to win Best Actress this year. Does she really think she can force herself onto the shortlist through advertising? That's crazy. That's Becky, but Blake was having none of it. She's been trying to win that award for years. She's desperate. Who knows what she might resort to. What do you make of John? Oh, that weirdo with the bum bag. 3 out of 10, tops. That's not what I meant for once. Fine. Well, there are fans and then there are fans. Like that girl we met outside the studio last year. She was intense. Like, chain you to a radiator and get all misery on your ass. Intense. How could I forget? She tried to cut off some of my hair. I'm not sure if John is the same league of crazy, but don't you think it's weird that he showed up today, of all days? What about the contractor guy? Tully? Oh, such a dour name for such a gorgeous guy. If he wasn't such a creep, he'd be a solid 7. Oh, sure, he tries it... What? He tries it on with you and Becky, but what about me? What am I? Chopped liver? Honestly, I really am destined to be alone forever, aren't I? Might as well get a cat and start knitting my own jumpers. Oh, babe. Don't take this the wrong way, but maybe if you weren't quite so picky, you might have more luck. Also, don't go for straight guys. A girl should always know her worth, Honor. I wish I'd done that before I married Ryan. Anyway, let's focus. Do you think Tully is a real suspect? Don't be ridiculous. A murderer with those eyes. This coming from the man who said Jeffrey Dahmer had a certain mystique. Touche. Yeah, no, I don't trust you. Be honest, do you think there's a case against me? Please. How long have I known you now? 4 years? You're about as capable of murder as I am giving my parents a grandchild. Thanks. Never suspected you either, for the record. I should hope not. Besides, if I was going to kill someone, I'd do it with farm or flair. Blunt force trauma to the head is just so... straight, you know? Okay. Excuse me, Casey, I'm gonna investigate. I mean, I know this. We've done this. What is interesting? The floor. Cool, let's puzzle the floor. That took longer than it should have. ID card. It's an ID card. Looks like it belongs to Tully. He seems to be quite forgetful with his belongings. Wait a second. This card says it's a Gridmore Studios ID, but I don't recognize the design at all. Do you think it's a fake? Sorry, Honor. I have no reference to compare against. Perhaps there is someone more familiar with these cards who can help? Bill. Or you, I guess, Casey? Hey, isn't that Tully in the photo? Yeah, I think it's his ID card, but I don't recognize the design. Any ideas? Sorry, it doesn't look like any studio ID I've ever seen. Maybe try asking Bill, he checks those things every day. What am I supposed to show you? No. Screwdriver? You really need to clear out that bag, babe. Yeah, but what do I... Tape? Okay. Coffee? No. Can I just go? No, I guess I still need to talk to you. What do I need to show you? Medical report? Oh, paperwork. Boring. Fine. Residential. Doll. Is that a Becky action figure? I knew they made these, but I've not actually seen one. Not gonna lie, I'm kinda jealous. Don't be, they always get the faces wrong. You should have seen mine. They made me look like Dumbo. Ah, good point. If they couldn't get my cheekbones right, what's even the point? Okay. Screwdriver? Right. Tampon. Oh, is it that time already? Still don't get why they don't put pockets in women's clothing. Want me to hold on to it for you? What am I supposed to do with you, Casey? Maybe I should just go to the map. Try and find Bill. Ah, Miss Mizrahi, you still here? Hi Bill, how's it going? There's a bug by my desk. Please leave. Still guarding the crime scene, huh? Yeah, Detective Cross wasn't too happy about me going to get that tape. I had to talk to him. Had to talk him out of cuffing me to the desk. I'm sorry, Bill, I didn't mean to get you in trouble. Ah, don't mention it. I'm just glad you're off the hook. I always knew you had nothing to do with what happened to Blake. Thanks, it's good to have you on my side. You and Scott make a great team. It's a shame you can't help Detective Cross with the rest of the investigation. Yes, we can. That's exactly what we're doing. You are? But he seemed really mad at you guys. Kept saying things like, that damn vigilante and her flying computer. Well, he didn't exactly give us permission, but there's something bigger behind Blake's death, and we have to find out what. Ah, geez, Detective Cross isn't gonna like that. Nobody's supposed to touch anything in here. Ah, don't look at me like that. I just don't want to make Detective Cross angry again. I don't think my blood pressure could handle it. Or his. What's your opinion of John Redfern? We get kids trying to sneak into the studio all the time. I think he just picked the wrong day to try and get an autograph. Yeah, I think he seems kind of intense. They're all like that. If you ask me, the kid got lost and now he's a murder suspect. His poor mother's probably worried sick. Have you seen this Tully guy before? Nah, I don't think I have. I never forget a face. But that's not too unusual for contractors. They come and go all the time. He certainly looks big enough to kill someone, but why would Blake pick a fight with a contractor? Maybe he's an assassin. I hate to even consider it, but it's possible Becky killed Blake. Did you know they were fighting over her contract? Becky? Kill someone? Ah, but she's so nice. Is she? Have you met Becky? I know she seems rude sometimes, but I think there's a heart of gold in there somewhere. She just wants to be understood. I don't think that's just what she wants. Did you say the same thing about that guy from accounting who said the office was on fire a couple of years ago? Well, you can't expect me to be right all the time. That's fair. Please look at this. What do you make of this ID card, Bo? That's a nice card. Feel the weight of that laminate? They don't make them like this anymore. I had an uncle who was a big shot in the lamination industry. You see, he always said, forget the lamination, Bo. It says Gridmo Studios ID, but it doesn't look right. Is it a fake? Nah, it's just an old design that went out right around the time I started working here. That was years ago. Do you really think Talia's had a studio ID for that long? It's possible. Just wait till I'll go check our files. Ah, I nearly forgot. I found something under Blake's desk. Maybe that scout of yours can take a look? That could be evidence. Shouldn't you give it to Detective Cross? I tried, but he was so busy yelling at me for leaving the room earlier that he wouldn't listen. Can you take a look? I guess. Woo. A whole lot of nothing. Great. What in the hell? Hair dye. Yes, Rick. It is a small bottle, half full of dark liquid. Oh, is this more of the coffee you told me about earlier? I don't think you want to drink that. It's hair dye. But what's it doing in Blake's office? Perhaps he dyed his hair? It does appear to be a similar tone to Blake's. Strange. I don't think Mr. Patterson used anything like that. Then again, we all thought my Aunt Agnes regrew a full head of hair at 91, but turned out she'd gone senile and was wearing a carpet sample. Okay. Blake didn't dye his hair, but maybe someone else does? Your friend KC said he is an award-winning hair and makeup artiste. Maybe he could tell us more? Good thinking. If anyone around here knows about hair dye, it's him. Now that Bull's gone, we've got the crime scene ourselves. We should scan the room and... Oh, hello! Tali, what are you doing here? Me? I was... It's kind of embarrassing. Can we talk? Okay. Hey there, gorgeous. Got time for talk? This really isn't the time or place for a chat. We're standing in a crime scene. A crime scene, huh? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, and you don't want Detective Cross to find you in here. So what are you doing in here? Yeah, I was just, looking for my car keys. I get that, I lose things all the time. Want me to help look? I could move this desk pretty easy if you want to check under it. Let me just get a good grip and... Wait a second, how about we just leave the desk and the body where it is? Right, yeah. Whatever you say. Did you come in here for a reason? For the greatest reason of all. Love. Wanted to get you alone for a while. There's something between us, don't you feel it? A few feet of concrete wouldn't be a bad start. What makes you think there's something between us? Because I can't stop thinking about you. Why don't you wear a shirt under your overalls? I was kinda hoping that maybe you feel the same. You got a detective to believe you're innocent. Maybe you can do the same for me, and then we can go and Look, you're a good looking guy, but this is not the time. One of my best friends is dead. He's literally right there. You're right, I'm sorry. I guess I just got carried away. Hey, is Becky single? So what do you do around here? Don't think I've seen you on the set. Oh, you know, whatever comes up. Keep my tools with me so I go wherever they tell me to go. Didn't you say you were a carpenter earlier? If there's carpentry needs doing, sure, and if something needs screwing, I'll do that too. And if something needs nailing down, just call me. Who's that rap guy? MC Ham something? Hamper? Point is, I'm whatever you need me to be. Except weekends, evenings, and every fourth Wednesday. That's when I do bodybuilding. Mom taught me 3 things. Take care of your body, don't cuss, and don't listen to Pa cause he's a goddamn drunk. Proud to say I've lived by those rules every day of my life, and when I have kids I'm gonna teach them the same. Well, maybe not the last one. You must be pretty strong. You get in many fights. Me? What's that got to do with anything? Based on a visual assessment, you would easily be capable of killing someone if you'd want it. Hey, what are you trying to say? What do you think of John Renford? Could he be the killer? Noodle arms back there? No way. Then again, when I was at school, a scrawny nerd knocked some other kid out with a chessboard. So yeah, if John had a weapon or something, I guess it's possible. What do you think about Becky? She's pretty. Got one hell of a temper though. You don't want to get on her bad side, trust me. I come from a long line of melty broads. I'm used to it. You think that kind of anger might have been enough for Becky to kill Blake? I did. My mom was always yelling, but she never killed nobody. So that would explain where Pa went. Okay. What do you make of Detective Cross? He ain't much like the detectives on TV, is he? What you really need is someone like them on... What's that show again? Murder something something. Misty something. Mistletoe. Mystery. It's Murder Mystery. That's right, I bet they'd sort this whole mess out. Say, now that I mention it, you look kinda like the one of the chicks on that show. Anyone ever tell you that? Yeah, I get that a lot. Okay, I don't think I have evidence to give you. Could ask him about his thing, but he might murder me. Not that thing, his card. Box. Phone? Tape recorder. What can I take as storage? VHS? Betamax? No. Ah, this is an audio cassette recorder. Maybe Blake used it for dictating? Looks like there's a tape inside. Oops. Got something written on the label. SM66 tape 1. SM66 could be a code. Initiating brute force algorithm. Spicy Madras. Singing Madonna. Stop. We're never gonna figuring out like anything like that. I can read. Just play the tape and we'll go from there. Okay. Initiating playback. Who are you? What do you want? Let's play dumb with me. You know what? You really want me to... Isn't there anything else I can do? Clock's ticking, Blake. Alright, just don't... Finishing up on set right now, I'll go, It's corrupted. My apologies, Honor. The recording seems to be damaged. Some of the audio has been lost. I heard enough. Blake was being threatened. I just wish I could tell who he was talking to. Yes, that weirdly ambiguous voice makes it difficult. There may be more information. I will continue playback. Okay, it's done. I told her she's off the show. Jesus, how am I explain this to the network? Not my problem. But we're done now, right? Just the rest of the photos and so fast holding on to these and just it's never part of the deal. This is it. Calm down, Blake. It's supposed to be over. I should have done from the start. Blah 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 blah. Get your hands off me. Oh, good. Should we stop the tape? He was killed because of me. Seems like they were blackmailing him somehow. Someone wanted me off the show so badly sorry, Honor. I wish I could do more to identify the killer's voice. Me too. It's not your fault, Scout. I'll figure this out somehow, and finding out who this tape recorder belongs to is our next step. Do we continue investigating? I'm assuming. Okay. Redial the last number, I guess. That's odd. Blake's phone was left off the hook. The positioning suggests he had only just lifted the receiver when he was struck. Maybe he was trying to make a call, but the killer got to him. Keep investigating. The desk. What in the hell? Blake's mail. Oh. Yes, B rank. Look at all these letters. Blake must have been going through the fan mail. Gets stacks of the stuff every month. What for? Nothing really. People just want to say they like the show. Guess it helps them feel closer to us. If they want to be closer, why do they not visit the studio? I mean, emotionally, Scout. Fans want to get to know us through the show, and they write to us. Well, mostly they want to write to Becky, but you get the idea. Here, I'll read you one. To whoever wrote episode 6. I hope you trip and fall on your pencil, bleed all over the floor, and die in agony. I would not advise allowing this person to get closer to you, emotionally or otherwise. Here's another one. Mr. Patterson, you've chewed up murder mystery and crapped out a sorry excuse for a new season. If I ever have the misfortune to meet you in the street, I'll open you up and make you eat your own guts. Then maybe you'll know what you made the fans feel. This isn't fan mail, it's hate mail. There are 14 envelopes here with the same handwriting. I calculate a 98 probability that they're all from one person. All signed with the same thing, Showmaster 66. Could it be some kind of nickname? Isn't that the name that was on the tape? Thank you. The tape recorder's label said SM66. It could be a shortened version of the same name. Of course, whoever Showmaster 66 is, they had access to the studio and a vendetta. That must be who killed Blake. But what's their real identity and why do they hate you so much? Oh, am I done investigating? Hey, do you want to tell me about your card? How come you've got an ID with my face on it? Ain't that identity theft or something? This is your ID card. We found it in the break room. Shoot, must have dropped it. You really got to get new pockets for these overalls. How long have you worked here? Not long, a few weeks I guess. Really? Bill said this ID card design is old, like a decade old. I don't know what to tell you. That's the one they gave me when I started here. Come on baby, you know you can trust me. I guess we gotta talk to Casey about the hair dye. Can you tell me anything about this bottle? Where did you get this? This is color brand hair dye. Trust me, Honor, you don't want this stuff anywhere near your head. Well, found it in Blake's office. Not the product you'd recommend, I take it. You'd be better off using spray paint. I threw all that trash out years ago, and I've been very strict with our suppliers. Spent a long time explaining all the painful ways it could be inserted into their sales guy if they tried to flog me anymore. So someone else must have brought it in. This could belong to the killer. If you ask me, you'd have to be a psycho to use that stuff. But why would a murderer need hair dye? A quick disguise, maybe? Oh, no. What the hell was that? I think it was Becky. It sounded like it came from the set. Do you think she found another body? You'd better go check. Excuse me? Me? What? I would love to be there to back you up. But I should probably stay here. In case the killer tries to hide in the fridge. Was